Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to another morning coffee live stream. We get together each and every week, Monday morning, starting about this time, going for about an hour-ish, maybe. Beautiful day outside today. Today is June the 14th. Happy birthday, United States Army. And also in conjunction with that, we also celebrate Flag Day. Got our big old cup of coffee, big old mug. It's a two-hander sometimes, at least with the microphone around here. So back here we have our we have our flag. I keep a flag on my bench. Um, who else keeps a flag on their fly tying bench, whether you're in the United States or elsewhere? Um, I think it's always important to embody patriotism no matter where you come from. Um, because I think as patriots, if you kind of break it down to different levels, I am a patriot of fly fishing. Um, I've embodied that. I promote it. Um, but what's great is, yeah, just celebrating, honoring the history of the United States flag runs pretty far deep, and it's ever growing. It's a living entity. It's evolved. It's changed, um, and I don't know. I am looking forward to the possibility and the prospect of the potentiality, I guess, if that's a word, of adding new states or redesigning of the flag slightly. I don't. I mean, they still want to keep the traditional bits and parts of it alive. But if you added two more, if we got DC and Puerto Rico, I believe, uh, that'd be 52 stars. How do you add two more stars? How would you do it? I don't know. But yeah, we are here to tie some flies, and that's what we're going to do. It was a great week this last week. Spent almost every day hitting the water. Um, Being able to get out in the kayak is just, I don't know. I keep talking about it like it's something, mind blowing and fascinating because that's what it is for me. Low river levels, everything's just bottomed out right now. So checking out smaller lakes is pretty fun. So let's get to tying some flies as always. I've got a couple of ideas. I came across, well, I saw one, and I'm not one to really pick up materials off on the side of the road or anything like that. But I saw a turkey the other day when I was out paddling, and I said to myself, I need to tie something with some turkey. And that's what we're going to do. This is almost like a turkey biots. So Let's do something with this. What do you say? This wasn't a found feather. It could have been, but it's been in with my turkey feather bin for quite some time. All right, we got some people tuned in. Steve, good morning. Dewey, good morning. Other Steve, good morning. Brad, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for tuning in. Brad has been hitting up them Cleveland Brown trouts. Wow, you guys look like you had a great time. I'm always happy to see you guys. I love couples that fish. I think it's just absolutely fascinating. I love getting my wife out on the water with me, even if it's not often, because fishing is not necessarily her thing, as pottery is not really my thing, because fishing's my thing. I love fishing, and she loves pottery, and we're working together and having fun, dabbling in each other's arts. So, what else do you guys do when you're not fly fishing or fly tying? What other little side hobby, side project do you dabble in? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. All right, so we got our gobble till you wobble feather. Let's pick out a hook. So I guess I need to find my hooks. There they are. I picked up a little bit, as in I grabbed all my hooks and I'm packing them up. So right now, at least out on the rivers, or not the rivers, but the lakes, uh, I have just been seeing tons and tons of the sunnies. Sunnies and bluegill and crappie are definitely swimming a boot. Oh, that's only half of them. I wanted to see. Yeah, I wanted to go 12. Pulling out a size 12 nymph hook. Steve is out there cycling, RVing, yes. A puppy, that's a full-time job. Designing quilts. That's pretty awesome. Have you, Steve, are you familiar with the quilted fly tyer? I want to say her name is Nicole on Instagram. She does some pretty cool stuff. I love quilts. I've got my share of them. I think it's cool when you get out into Wisconsin, you see those barn quilts. And actually down in Southeast, Brad's slaying it up in the kitchen. Nice. The kitchen is a great place to experiment, and I don't know, it's a good laboratory. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. How does that work for us? That looks pretty good. Gotta flip through all my different screens. Cycling. I need to. It's been an interesting spring here. I do like to cycle. I've got a 3-speed. Let me use some 70 denier, aka 6/0. We'll build a head up front. We'll do red. A little red head. I like these little redhead flies. Build it up. So that's the problem with the smaller thread, is it just takes a while to build anything up. But when it works, it works. I think that looks pretty good. Nice little shapely bump. Ooh, rail trails. Now that sounds like a lot of fun. Rail trails. Ooh, rail trails. You know, a rail trail. We have the Wobegon Trail. Um, I think that might be something to try to find. See what's along that. All right, I've got this white, kind of creamy, kind of dirty, creamy hen hackle here. We'll just get that out of the way. We're not going to go anywhere near that. Let's take this down to the tip and tie that in. Right there, X marks the spot. Oh boy, we got a twister. There we go. All right, let's give this a try. Steady as she goes. This one's going to be finicky. I want you guys to Pikachu forward. Let me get a better grip on it with the hackle pliers. Sometimes it's just a matter of being able to get a good grip. Get a grip on it. This one's definitely going to be an interesting. I'm just trapping all these. It's not. This one is not working with me. Come on, you. We got you. I'm not one to really wet my fingers when I tie flies. And if I were to, this whole feather's just going to be spun. And you know what? When things start going this way, you just have to send it. And that's what we're going to do. Because that's where we're at with this one. Ooh, that was fun. I absolutely love, 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 love cooking. What really got me going cooking again was we do the Hello Fresh. You've probably seen the ads for them. Um, and they're great. Great quality, good quality ingredients the majority of the time. You're always going to have a few misses from time to time, but you can't tell me you've never come home from the grocery store and had something that was like, what the is going on? All right, we like that front end. Oh, how do we want to do this? I want to do, let's see if we can't get one of these tied in. Because then we'll throw one of these, we'll go with the turkey biot. Why not? We'll go with this end. Pick one of these kind of longer, bigger, and get a few. Or just one. All right, let's tie this in by the tip. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a couple of these. We're going to get, I'm going to do a little tail, a little split tail. I'm going to do one going either way. Do that one. Before we do that, before we tie these in, we're going to go back just a little bit further and we're going to build up a little bit of a bump. A little bit of a speed bump. This will help keep those guys kind of poking out, in addition to giving us our little red, will give us a little red hot spot on the butt. We'll tie that in the same place. I'll flip that forward and get a locking one in there. Cool beans. Alright, so gives us just a little bit of a flare out. And there's no sense of trying to, at least for me, I don't like trying to tie these both in at the same time. If I try to do two things at the same time, that's not going to work. Okay, then I'll get a wrap or two here. Cool. You never know what we're going to do here. Well, it's not like we don't know what we're doing. I think there's a slight difference. Alright. Now what do we do? I'm thinking what would we do for the body? Because I was originally, you know what I'm going to do for the body? This is going to be super simple. This is going to come out super sweet, I think. I'm just going to go with Crystal Flash. We're going to go with a Crystal Flash body. Can that be done? Yep, it can be. Let's go with two. We'll go with 3 strands. And this is going to go over the red body. So we'll get these tied in. 3 strands, we'll fold that over once. So when we're working, we'll work with 6 strands. We'll take this all the way to the tail. Alright, now I just want to make sure I get a nice even body. Nice clean red inner body, and I'm going to have to work a little bit of overtime towards the front. I guess I could have tied in the flash up front a little bit, but we'll see. So my plan is we'll palmer this forward nice and tight. And then we'll throw a little bit of, maybe a little bit of dub. Yeah, if I would have just tied in this Crystal Flash right behind the hackle and ran it up the body, we would have used half as much thread. Alright, let's check this out. Let's see what happens here. And I'm going to flatten it out so it's almost like just a pearl tinsel. I'm not letting it stay um, crinkly. Yeah, crinkly. Twisted. I'm untwisting it. Oh, I just got another idea. Ooh, that's going to be another fun little simple idea. We're going to do something with this later. I like thinking of things as we go. All right, so what do you say? We still got a little bit of this alpaca to dig around with. Um, I'm liking this brown, earth brown. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Beautiful earth brown. With that white. And on the red thread. All right, little dab will dub us. What do we know about dubbing? Less is more, more or less. We'll do a tight little dubbing noodle. Let's do just a touch more. That way that collar kind of comes in proportionate to the rest of the fly. I like it. I want a fairly decent sized collar, and I want it to be a little buggy. Yeah. All right. Good time for a whip finish. I'm not sure. Not sure if I like the tail. But I do like the tinsel, pearl tinsel body on that. I don't know. That should turn ahead. That should turn ahead. That's some good coffee. All right. Let's set this one off to the side. Oh, there's one from a few weeks ago. But I don't know. Get that out of the way. All right. We got an idea. I've got an idea. I'll put you guys on a quick pause for the cause. Put you on a quick standby. Hold on, folks. Be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. We had to take a quick pause. Had to take a quick step away. All right, let's try another one. And I'm going to stick with this kind of want to do kind of a little bit of both. All right, we're gonna really switch it up. What did I do last time? That was a size 12. Let's go. We'll stick with that size 12. Or no, let's do size 10. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger on this one. Why? Oh, because we can. I think I want to flip this around for some, definitely targeting the sunnies with this one. And I wanted to do a black head, and I'm just going to do just a black head, and then we're going to switch threads. So I'm going to use a 210 so we don't spend all day building a head. And I don't want to mess around with a marker or anything right now for this one. So we'll build a sizable head up here, which shan't take that long. And bazinga, we'll whip finish that off. And switch back to the red. Oh, that's what happens when you go from a 210 down to a 70, I suppose. All right. This is what we wanted to do with this one. Let's go with that same hackle, even though it gave us some fuss. We'll go with a softer end of the spectrum. Get the junk out of the way. And we'll find the appropriate tie-in point. Let's go right about there. Come on, get around. Oh, what the hey. There we go. See ya. All right, let's give this a try. Just wait till you see what I got thought out for the tail. This one's coming out a little bit cleaner, which makes me happy. Maybe one more. I think that looks good. Ooh la la. I like it. Alright, you stubborn little guys, let's get you trimmed out of there. Good enough. Good enough. All right, so we got ourselves to this point. What do we want to do next? We want to, I'm not going to do the, I wanted to do something with this, but at this point, I changed my mind. So we're going to stick with the crystal flash. We're just going to stick with the crystal flash and the hackle. Alright, let's take a few strands of this. Let's go three strands worked good because we multiply by dividing. But we're not going to divide. We're just going to put it on nice and even. Both sides. Bring them forward. And we're going to tie these in full length. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a red butt end. I like the little red butt ends. I suppose I could have laid a thread base prior to, but that would have required forethought and planning. But I think that should do us. Alright, I want to make sure I get a good kind of red underbody. So I'll make sure the thread is, that's what I like about the Danville's. It's the flatness of it. You try to do this with a uni thread, it might take a while. But I do want to build up a little bit of a taper. So I'm going to work my way back and forth a little bit. Let the thread do the work. And I guess another thing to notice while we do this is if you see the hook kind of flexing and bending, that means we have a solid grab of the vise, but it also tells me that I'm getting adequate thread tension. Because if you stop and pull and then work your way all the way down, super tight, and then pull, you're not getting consistent thread tension. I'll leave a little bit of room right there. All right. Let's see. We'll wrap this forward. Keep them relatively kind of bunched in together. And you want to keep a good amount of tension on here as well. Because this, it's like dancing with a spring. And you can't just grab hackle pliers and do this. I don't think it would really, you need to keep it sliding through your fingertips. If you know what I mean. All right. Let's grab a little bit of hackle, or not a hackle, but a dub. I kind of want I like that brown. I did like that brown, so we're going to stick with that for this next one as well. A little dabble dubbus. I'm leaving those on for meow. Get that little dummy noodle up there. Here we go. Keep these guys back. Alright, now this is what we're going to do. Can I get a whip finish in there? Yes, I can. 2. I need you guys, come on. Stay on that side. I think we got a couple trapped in there, but before we yank her tight, there we go. And it broke. We'll see. We'll throw a little dab of head cement on that. Let's go there. You know, I could almost just do without the tail, to be honest. But I do like the ribbing. Alright. Let's throw a little dab of something on the back end there. There it is. I'm just going to toss a little drop of bone dry. Right on there. Alright, so let's try one more, kind of similar to this. Got the smart mouth in the house. Good morning. And we'll give ourselves a little bit more. Alright, I think we're almost there with this. Yeah. Let's give that a closer look-see. I like this one. With the black head up top. All right, I think we're dialing in on what we might be coming up with here. Let's do one more. I like that stepping it up to size 10 on this one. Well, I tell you one thing I do feel, on my shoulders, is the effects from the kayak paddling, which is good, because if your arms are tired, it means if your body's tired, because you're working out, then that's a good thing. Um, if your body gets tired just from sitting, then you need to get out and get busy. We'll start that again. I like that black head up front. Nice, good size. A big, good size nymph hook. So, proportionately, we need to give it a big head. All right, we'll switch from the black to the red. All right, let's go with our white hackle, or whitish. It's a white, kind of ghostly grizzly hen hackle. These ones are a little bit stiffer. These ones are a little bit more softer. I'm going for a little bit softer side of Sears. All right. Get that started right behind the black head. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and do what we want to do with our hackle. One more. I like that. I like it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful front end. I like it. It almost looks like a dandelion. Poof. All right, we wanted to do our oh yeah, I wanted to run this back here and just kind of get a start on a red tag. even though our thread's going to end up back here, and we could do this at the end, I think I'd rather at least kind of delineate a little bit into that bend. I'll take our 3 strands. I'll go up, over, and around. And we'll tie these in. To right about there. Oh, snap, goes the thread. Right on the edge of the hook. That's my bad. My bad. That's the first time that's ever happened to me today. And then I dropped my threader. Eek. It's blue. Where did you go? Alright, let's drop that in. And just like that, we are back in action, Jackson. I'll get both tags over there on that side. It's not a matter of if it happens, it's a matter of when it happens. And you know, it's not so much the struggles in life, it's how you react and recover from them. Right? Right. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this forward. Oh, we got one that got away. Let's try that again. I think those ones just might be a little bit shorter. And you know what's going to prevent me? Just make them all the same length. Because you're only as good as your weakest link, and in this case, our weak link was our shortest little bit. But if we keep good tension, maybe one more. Here we go. And you know what, I'm going to still do that again, but I'm going to just trim them off and give it a little bit cleaner back end. Because that's going to give us just a little bit of extra bedazzle up top, up front, whatever way you want to look at it. Ben is in the house. Good morning, Ben. Thanks for joining in. We've been jiving on this earth Earth dub. I like this alpaca. It's been a pleasure to dub. Pleasure to dub you, my friend. So this Saturday, or this should be a good week. This Saturday we have the St. Cloud Fly Anglers Club, one of our first float trips of the season down the Mississippi through the Beaver Islands. The downside is the water level is extremely low. Well, it's just low. According to the water gauge, river gauge system. Do we leave that kind of up? Like a little wing? I don't think so. Good morning, Kurt. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. And let's see, I want to tighten this up. Make sure my dubbing is clear. Looks like I did get a little bit of dubbing in there, and I want to tighten this up a little bit. So I need to spin my thread clockwise. Not have it bounce though. I'm not pulling, I don't want to pull too tight because I do want to get some of that texture up front. Alright, now we can trim this off like we mean it, and this will give us a nice little clean back end. I just hope we don't biff it and break the thread. We should be alright. Come on, whip finish. Don't fail me now. 1, 2, work our way all the way around. I don't remember if that was 2 or 3. Oh no, we nicked it. And we survived it. And we'll not break our thread. Thread is meant to be trimmed. Perhaps with a wire in there, maybe? I don't know. But I think that looks alright. We'll just add a little dab of bone dry. I'm pulling this all forward because I don't want to capture any of that dubbing in there per se. Oh boy, that's too much. No, don't drip, don't drip, don't drip. Alright, that was more than I bargained for, but we'll see if we can get her to work. Well, I think that's a beautiful thing. Kind of bubbly on top. Not 100% perfect, but that's not what we're going for. Nice smooth bottom, flashy. What do you think? I think the fish are going to love it. I know the fish are going to love it. What do you think? Really flare that out. Ho, 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 ho. That's a beautiful fly. That is absolutely beautiful. I like it. The fish are going to love it. Oh, I think so. I think so. And on that note, I think we're going to roll off with that being there. It's pert near 10. I don't know what I got going on today. Maybe I'll go fishing. Sounds like a good day to go fishing. Enjoy a cup of coffee. Well, that's cup number 3 for me, actually. Yeah. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. Be sure to join me this Wednesday. Not sure what we're going to be using tonight or this Wednesday. Never know. I guess that's what can make it a fun little surprise. All right, gang. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Yesterday, I guess I watched the video goes by 11. Great craft material use. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Stay healthy, everybody. Stay safe. Happy tying. Tie lines. Peace.